And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. Right now, you get the Dow flat, Nasdaq's up 12, S&Ps are up 2.5. We got gold up 470, silver 59, bonds are down a point, King dollar down 26 ticks at 78.35, euros up 53, yen is at 77.71. What a day yesterday, huh?
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, man, pretty intense. And you know what you had in the last 2 minutes? We had 800 million shares come in. So the way this works, folks, it absolutely is, okay?
Yeah.
So we had 892 million shares traded at 358. At 410, because you can, what happens, folks, in the NYSE, orders can go into 410. We had 1.6 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way this works is this. So let's bring up the S&P.
Yeah.
So if we bring up the cash S&P first, what you have is that you're not at the swing point number one. And the swing point, of course, is the 27th, which is 1292. Now, we've already gone over the swing from yesterday. So if we close under the swing, that does it. Because what happens, which is just amazing, even under yesterday, it doesn't matter. You know, because it's at swing points where the market talks, walks, and squawks, and has to get over it with volume, not where we are right now. Which is really wild, because that in itself, you know, as we come into that level, if you get up there, you fail up there, you know, it's a big heads up. But it's a heads up all around, because if we get a follow through with it, that is saying that, you know, Ben Bernanke is going to, you know, come in with another QE3.
So, and you know, and as I was telling our listeners, you know, if that happens, it makes my job easy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, because then it just simply becomes another revaluation of assets. If I learned anything from August 24th the first time around, folks, it was nothing more than a revaluation of assets. And just the key is knowing when to you know, be in the musical chairs game. Make sure that you got you got a seat when
make sure
when you
there's a
sit
seat.
back down.
There's no doubt about it, man.
Right? You know, and in this case here for us, you know, it ended up being May 2nd. Was the top of the market, even though QE2 ran until June 30th.
That's right.
You know, so you had about a 30-day window, and you know, you don't ever want to forget that. You want to also teach that to your children, folks, because you know, hopefully they're going to learn. You're teaching them to become, you know, market investors, traders, whatever the word is that you want to give, because this is one of the ways that you really amass capital. You know, you should be working to help to build your fund to be able to pay for your expenses, but then you should be investing in the markets and in real estate to really build wealth.
Yeah.
That's how families have done it, you know.
Forever.
That's right.
All right, no doubt.
And that's how it's going to be in the future.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk about, it's interesting here, Lululemon.
Yeah.
You talk about getting whacked this morning.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, and it's making its way back. I mean, you know, it was down 10.
Yeah.
But you can see what you have here, folks. And this is another leader that, you know, is taking it on the chin. It's gone from 64 to 44.
Yeah.
It just broke the swing of October 4th, and broke with dramatic volume. So the bottom line is that we're going to be back down to those lower levels. And so it's a big heads up, because what you also have, well, I guess what we're going to see is this. When I said to Ken Shreve yesterday, what they're always looking for, what you're looking for inside that IBD deal is that, as you come off the bottom, you're also looking for new leadership. And I said to him, I said, hey, is it going to be the Toll Brothers of the world and the Home Depots of the world? You know, because I was even thinking of it last night. I said, you know, I mean, it's interesting, that whole lineup, how that's lined up. Isn't it wild?
No,
I mean, it really is, man.
No,
you know?
it is. So did, you know, one of the questions that we were talking about yesterday was in day 2 or 3. Okay, so did you get a chance to?
I did.
Okay.
I talked to him about it, and he decided that for him, that's a follow-through day yesterday.
It is. Okay.
You know, but, you know, they like to see them come in the 4th to the 10th, but as far as he was concerned, that was a follow-through day.
Okay.
You know, what he was saying is that he'd still like to see.
Another one now.
Well, he was talking. Yeah, and you could get one tomorrow. With, you know, the number today wasn't any good, but.
Oh, was it the payroll number or the?
Yeah, the jobs number, the unemployment number.
Okay.
Yeah, the unemployment number didn't come in right.
Which is kind of an amazing thing because you got people that are hiring for the holiday season.
Right.
Right. Right. I mean, think about it. You got either the biggest Black Friday.
That's right.
Okay, going on. You got the biggest Cyber Monday.
That's right.
You know, folks, and if you get if those are the largest.
Right.
You know, and we're in the season. How can you not?
Well, they'll blame it on Thanksgiving.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean blame it on Thanksgiving?
They were
opened up the stores earlier on Thanksgiving.
They were blaming it.
That's too much.
So watch this.
Get out of here.
You know what's so interesting about this, folks, is that this is jobless claims now, right? Now, the thing that's amazing is that they blamed it about Thanksgiving, but listen to this. It should be just the opposite because all the places were closed that you could file.
Yeah.
It's just the opposite. That's what's so wild. So picture it. If the office is closed, you can't go file. So the office was closed. Isn't that funny?
It is. Yeah. You know, I mean, and that's the look. Businesses are getting productive. You know, look. Even I ran into Angie on the way up this morning.
Oh, did you?
You know, and it's always nice to be able to open up the elevator and see your beautiful wife.
That's right.
That's a good way to start your day.
We're in the same building, folks. It's a beautiful thing.
And and what she and I were just simply saying, what she mentioned, she said, everybody's just simply taking on more of a workload.
Right.
Individually.
Yeah, right.
Which is the productivity aspect of what's really going on out there.
Yeah, totally. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. No doubt.
We got to get people back to work. But that I don't want to get too much into that. I'm a big believer in becoming. You were mentioning yesterday that we're now a net exporter of of fuel. Okay. Yeah. And all of our focus really needs to be in that area.
Yeah.
And if you drive the cost of energy down,
right?
That has a real big momentum.
Oh, it's huge, man. It's absolutely huge. There's no doubt about it. I mean, the thing that's amazing. Thank God, this morning, folks, in Florida, it was about 50 this morning. I was walking Harley.
I saw some 40s on my.
Was it fun? It was freezing.
My car's saying 48. It was like get those heated seats going.
It was like insane.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about all you poor folks up north and out west. Those heating bills, man. That's some heavy business, man.
Oh, it is.
It really is. I mean, we have air conditioning bills, folks, but
yeah.
Those heating bills.
Not this time of year. We don't.
You can. No, we don't. You
not
can.
Too much.
You can jump in the water and get cooler. You can't. You can't jump in the snow and get warmer.
No.
You can build an igloo, I guess.
Yeah.
You ever build an igloo?
Grew up in Detroit.
Yeah, but you left.
And in Detroit, they, there was only like some really major snowstorms, only on occasion.
Okay.
Once I remember, it seemed like the drifts were up to the top of the roof, if you will, and then you were building some.
That was in '78. Yeah, if you were there in '78.
It was even before that.
Was it? Okay.
In the '60s or what.
I built a few of them.
Did you?
Yeah, they're dynamite.
Well, heck, you went to Alaska. You used to be in Alaska.
Yeah, right. Well, this is in Boston.
An igloo king.
Yeah, this was in Boston, though. I definitely, yeah.
Yeah, wow. I'm a cold weather fan when I'm going to fly to it to go skiing and go up in the mountains.
I'm with you.
And look down. Then
that's it.
Then no problem. I can shift my mind and I'm all set.
Right.
But to walk outside and it's in the 40s,
that's insane.
I had my wool socks on last night because it was starting to dip into the 60s.
I know.
I don't like wearing socks.
We're spoiled rotten, folks. Come on down and visit us. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Absolutely. It is amazing the euro. How it just really. When I was taking a look at tour around all of the currencies out there, and it still just can't even get up to the dead cat bound. It can't even get up to the .382 area.
Yeah,
it can't get up to the .382 retracement area.
Right. Which
is, look.
Listen, I'm watching it like a hawk, man. I'm shot the euro. So, so watch this, folks. This gets interesting because, see, the way that it's set up, I know, you had that first big acceleration yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this should do a much higher bounce. There's no doubt about it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. There's no question.
So, and what I'm looking at, folks, if you look at the euro went straight down from 142 down to 132, and that's a monster move. That's just insane, actually.
Yes.
Okay, so it's like, okay, does it want to get into this 136.09?
Yeah, right. Right.
So I'm figuring I really got to make it by tomorrow morning. I got to make it by a spike tomorrow morning. That's where I think I'm laying out right now.
Yeah.
What I'd love to see today is close under this 134.42.
Okay, right.
Because if it closes up here, I think I'm going to close some of them. I'll keep some of them close on them because it just makes sense that you got to get a spike up. So
that's what makes sense to me. But it's still such a laggard when we take a look at the currency pairs that are out there.
Oh, it is. Listen, and yeah, I know.
If we're trading at 134.9 right now, and you do get up to 136, it'll put some. That would create overnight, especially if you did overnight. That would create the third gap up.
I know.
Markets, I know. The question is, does that third gap up take you over the October 27th high, or what does it do? That's so. In my mind, what I'd love to see happen, just simply like to see the work on the euro be done overnight while our markets are closed. So get up there and then give it up.
Right.
Okay, and then move back down.
Right.
And it kind of keeps some of the existing patterns in place.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. No doubt.
But what I want and what the markets are going to do.
That's right. I know, man. Let's go to John in Boston. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom.
How you doing, man?
I was unhappy that I missed that huge move yesterday. I saw the commodities at probably about 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I realized, my God, this is shooting to the roof, and I can't get onto it.
Hey, here's
I was wondering, what discount commodity trading firm would you recommend that's being reliable?
I'd use Thinkorswim TD Ameritrade.
They have commodities? I didn't realize.
On the same platform, I use it all. Yeah, it's fast.
I didn't realize, because I have a TD Ameritrade account.
You're all set then, man. Just tell them.
I didn't know they had commodities. Thank you for telling me.
All you'll probably have to do, John, you probably have to sign another statement, but you won't even have to do anything. Right on the same platform, you can trade them all. But in order to open the commodity one up, I believe you're going to have to probably sign a form. But yeah.
Okay, because I like that firm. Thank you very much, Tom.
Oh, it's great, and it's fast. And of course, after the MF Global, that's the first thing. I mean, see, the one of the deals, no doubt, and I've been doing this a long time, but I never realized that futures, that you were not covered at all. And that's a huge heads up, man. I mean, that, and what I mean specifically, folks, is that on future accounts, your money is at risk at all times that your account goes south and someone steals your money.
Yeah.
Whereas with TD Ameritrade.
Well, that's why I like TD Ameritrade. I'm saying to myself, you know what? You need a monster firm that does not trade.
That's
they
right.
do not trade.
That's right.
Okay, and that's a big deal. Where Corzine was basically trading his brains out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you want someone that's not in trading. Cooking, brother.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
Always a pleasure, John. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. We get the Dow on 6 Nasdaq's up 8, S&P's are flat. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Direction's alternative strategy funds, please visit tfnn.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Hi folks, Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. You know, on the first hour, you were bringing up those top trading days.
Yes, yes.
And what I'd love to do is just go over those once again, because, folks,
Absolutely.
if you didn't hear the first hour when Steve was on, this is absolutely amazing. And what Steve has put together is this. He went back to the beginning of the Dow.
That's right.
Is that what
that's
you
right.
did?
Yep, that's right. So you can go back to the beginning of the Dow and took a look at the largest daily point gains.
Okay.
And took the top 20 daily point gains.
Yeah.
As well as the largest daily point losses.
Okay.
But what I did before I did that was I went back to my New York Stock Exchange channels chart.
Yes.
You know, and that's why I've been, if you will, communicating to folks. Just look at what's going on in front of you. Forget it. This is not my opinion.
Right.
You know, if you believe that these channels work, which they do, okay. And so I went back and said, okay, here's my definition of when we're going to be in a bear market, when we're going to be in a bull and a bear market.
Right.
Okay.
That's
that was the first thing. Then I went back and grabbed the data and then started just simply plotting it.
Okay.
And so, folks, what you're looking at here on the screen is you're looking at those days. And so yesterday, I wanted to also put yesterday in perspective. So yesterday was the seventh largest point gain day that we had in the Dow, 490 points.
Forever.
That's right. You know, not
4%, but right.
That's right. And so then the first thing that I just simply said what was amazing is, well, the number one day was October 13th. I remember that day really well, up 936 points. But that was not the bottom of our market. Right?
That was a counter-trend bounce.
Okay, October 28th, another almost 900-point gain. That was not the bottom. November 13th, 2008, 552, day number 3. That was not the bottom, if you will.
Right.
So then I just simply summarized the data.
Yes.
And when I summarize the data, let me pull that up here real quickly for us. That is this document right here. And so what this document here shows everybody that's watching on Tiger TV is, so by definition of the channel lines, the bull phase of the market was truly July 2003 through December 2007.
Yes.
And during that time period, you had 0 of the top 20 days from a gain standpoint and 0 of the top 20 days.
Which totally makes sense. No, interesting.
Yeah, because the pattern of a bull market, you know, it's relatively stable, if you will, right? You know, it just keeps you know, and so which is what it should be. Okay,
right.
And if you go back and then you take a look at the bear market phase with regard to those channel lines, was from January of 2008 to July of 2009. Right. 11 of the top 20 gain days took place, and 11 of the top 20 loss days.
Wow. Which
is just nothing more than just simply the volatility, you know, that we have. And sometimes you've got to, you know, you've actually got to put, I find that many times for me it's a little bit easier. If I just put it down on paper and I take a look at it, I'm not convincing myself of any one thing or another.
I can't wait to show this to Angie. This is huge, man.
You know, and so then the next bull phase of the market, from a channel line perspective, came in August 2009 and July 2011. Okay, not the high and the low, just simply when you broke outside those channels. You only had one of the top 20 days, and then we're now I say as of August 2011, that has confirmed the downtrend channel that we're in all the way to the present,
and we're 3 and 3.
3 and 3. Yeah. So John, you don't have to worry about missing out on big days like yesterday. You're going to see probably another 16 or so if we go back to the July 2007 and December 2007. In fact, quite frankly, you know, I would think we might have even more, because the reality is what we're going through right now is just an absolute worldwide issue. That was the signal from yesterday that everybody should take.
Right.
Is that it took all of the central banks around the world somehow, okay, to come together. We didn't have that going on in 2007 to 2009.
Right.
Everybody was still, you know, so the issues are much larger.
Yeah, they are.
Okay? Yeah. And so I think Larry, he knew this, because he's been calling for a 700-point swing, and when all of a sudden I went through the data and saw it, I said, shoot, that's an easy call.
Well, you know, it's wild, is it?
And I don't know that that's the case.
No,
but when I went through here, I was like, oh man, look at that. That's pretty easy to be able to call. That we're going to have about a 700 points.
You got to love energy. Yeah. So this morning, right? I'm walking Holly this morning.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about that 700-point day. Okay. And I'm saying to myself, okay, is that the true range that we're in right now? Is that a 1.618? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. But I was doing the same thing this morning. I'm saying to myself, okay, because when he brought it up last night, I says, okay, so we know that, you know, it can be 700 points up and down. Once the volatility comes in, folks, the volatility comes in. But as Larry says that, you know, I think it's going to be down too. But, you know, you can see by looking at this that, you know, you can get it up just as easy.
That's right, yeah. This is not the intraday swings. This is just simply from the prior day close to the current day close. So, you know, you want to see volatility, you go back and you start taking a look at some of the intraday swings that we had in 2008 during that run.
Do you want to hear something that's really sick? Now, folks, if you like trading, okay, when you're in a highly volatile market, I can tell you flat out that the market can be flat in a highly volatile market. You can make a fortune.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's just up and down all day.
And that's where you really want to understand volume and swing points and patterns, for sure.
And taking your money. Taking your money, honey.
That's right.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We'll come right back. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Did you know that the price of gold is up over 24% this year, while the GDX, the Market Vectors Gold Miners ETF, is actually down 1.4% this year? Not all gold stocks are created equal, and not all gold stocks move with the price of gold. In October, Tom O'Brien recommended a buy of FCX in his gold report, and only 6 trading days later advised his clients to close the position, profiting almost 22% in this one trade. During the same 6 trading days, the price of gold was barely up 5%. Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives investors the inside edge they need to profit in this gold market. Each Monday morning, Tom issues a gold market update at around 9:30 a.m., then issues a full report each Tuesday afternoon. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. To order your Gold Report with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to tfnn.com today or call 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of the money game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game, risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow down 10. NASDAQ is up 3. S&P's are flat. And, yesterday, folks, if you heard the afternoon show, we had Dave from Colorado call. And it was it's amazing, these Tigers out here. And it's so easy, folks, doing the program because there's so many people that are doing so much work.
Yes.
And,
and you sure show me. That's really cool.
And what he brought up, folks, was that on September 18th of 2008, that's the first time that the Fed came out and opened up the lines to foreign banks.
Yeah.
So what does the S&P do, folks? The S&P goes from 1133 up to 1265 in 2 days.
Yeah, but okay? I think what was even cooler, what you were telling me during the break, was that he was able to read the first 3 lines.
That's right.
Off of what was released.
Off the press release.
Okay.
And it was the same 3 lines. Folks,
that part is like,
so the press release, exactly, and the press release, he read the first 3 lines, and the press release was the exact same as it was in 2008. And that's what he's saying, it's probably the same people that made it. And I'm sure it was, because it's not like having a government contract.
Yeah.
Bottom line, S&Ps go to 1265. It went up 130 points, S&P points in 2 days, and then went from 1265 nonstop down to 839.
Yeah.
Heads up extraordinaire, no doubt.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
What is, to me, what's wild about it is just simply the confirmation that the patterns just simply repeat.
Yes.
Okay, which is why I talk about it so much.
Right.
In your life with regard to your patterns, your rituals, because when you really start to understand that, just simply about yourself, then it makes it a little bit easier to understand why the patterns repeat in the marketplace, because it's nothing more than, millions of you.
That's right.
Okay.
Collectively.
That's right. Collectively, doing the same patterns.
We all live in the cloud.
Yeah.
We do.
No, I know.
Let's go to Ken in Iowa. Hey, Ken, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, you two.
How you doing?
Good to talk to you. They finally got your book, Tom. It took me a while to get it, but they finally got it delivered. Thank you. I'm looking forward to getting into it.
Well, I appreciate you ordering it. Thanks so much, man.
I'd like to have you take a look at MOS.
Let's take a look. You got Mosaic. Mosaic, folks, is a potash company. The lows 44, the highs 89. They make $4.90. I wouldn't be buying this if that's what you're looking at. What are you doing?
I already own a little bit of it.
Okay, sell it.
Okay.
This little baby here is an ABC down.
Okay.
You had the first leg down at $70. You see, Ken, how we came down on November 17th?
Yep.
Come down 56 to 50. You come down here with 16 million shares, right? Yesterday you make it up with 8 million. Today you're going to probably do about 5. That's the rejection going across that. That's setting up that it's going to go test 49 at maybe an ABC structure on the way down.
Okay. What do you think about TBT? I hear you're buying Europe.
TBT.
TBT.
TBT. This is the Pro Share Ultra Short Treasury. I wouldn't be going short treasuries.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cooking, brother.
You do have a good week.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks
the reason I wouldn't be short in treasuries, folks, is that like I said, if we look at that TBT, you're going into the downdraft of 18 million with we'll probably do 6 or 7 today. Let's not even close. The bond market, folks, is screaming that it's going to go take out its highs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's screaming, and the bottom line is that we may very well see it right now. Right here and right now.
I love it.
Hey, do we have any moon things happening?
Just tomorrow. Tomorrow we got a minor moon phase that's going to take place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But otherwise, we've got kind of clear sailing. Although I'll spend more time with the ephemeris over the weekend. We pretty much have got clear sailing through February of 2012.
That's something to keep our eye on, then, man.
It is, especially when you go back and take a look at the data. Santa Claus is coming. We just don't know if he's coming with a rally.
Well, no, he could be coming with a rally.
Yeah.
A dollar rally.
I like it. That's right, a King Dollar rally. That's right.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow down 28, Nasdaq's off 2.5, S&Ps are off $1.50, and King Dollar is on the move. It rejected. Actually, you know, if we look at that from yesterday, by the way, what you have, folks, okay, this was a total rejection with lighter volume, and now it's even another rejection with lighter volume. So it's going to be wild watching this shake out. You know, we were going into you're going into 42,000. You're going into 30,000. We did 30,000, and today you get 12. So, and
what's interesting, if you just go from the bottom, the October 27th,
the
up to the
channel,
high, and also just the retracement, you know, from the high that we put in on the 25th, you know, only 0.38 to a retracement.
Right. Oh, you know,
if that's all it does,
that's right.
Then the folks, you know, then Santa is piling up dollars and going to be dropping them
big time
off to all kinds of folks, and when that dollar index goes, you know, just simply the correlation.
Yes.
It's just simply, you know, I showed folks the correlation, you know, and just staying on top of the correlation between the dollar index and the ES Mini.
Right.
I mean, you know, other than right in here, which created and I'm going to go back and take a look at this. But right here, we had the dollar getting weaker, and the S&P wasn't, on the contract. And it gave really an opportunity, even after that big, huge upswing, to have come in and taken on a position or two.
Yeah. So the way
I've inverted.
Cool. Exactly. I'm looking at that. I got it. Okay.
So in order to really make it so that it would be easy to correlate, I just simply inverted the dollar.
That's really cool, man.
Okay. And you just simply watch how.
So if you're looking at that chart, folks, what's happening is that it looks like the dollar's going down, but it's going up.
That's right.
But that was smart, man. You're really good with these things, man. No, you really are, man. That's really cool, man.
You know, it's like I say, you know, when you spend so much time. And look, I just think that there's strategy, there's success strategies that you have in life, and it's usually, you know, it's like a horse race. It's always just by a nose. It's always just a little bit,
especially in the market,
just a little bit.
Big time.
You're just always looking for a little edge, you know, and the correlations. When you can find the correlations, then you can start using them to trade whatever vehicle once you find them.
Right.
And then when they start to come. You know, when they start to separate, what you want to do is you want to understand what that pattern is as well.
Yes.
Okay, who wins out, or go back and take a look at maybe some retracements or coming against a swing point or volume. Right. You know, some other tool that you've got, or maybe even just a candle pattern, you know, on the short term on a 5-minute, and boom, fire away.
I love it, man.
I know.
That's awesome. Seriously. Let's go to British Columbia. We got our man Rick. What's happening, brother?
Hey, is that cool? You're coming to Seattle or what?
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's right. We start in Seattle today.
Did you say 2 stations or 1?
2. One of them's right in Seattle, and the other one's in Olympia.
They're getting pretty greedy there. You should take one away and throw it to Vancouver.
I know. I want to be in Vancouver. I gotta have something.
You know what's really cool though, Tom, for this time of the day out west? It's like 7 o'clock. You know, people driving to work.
Yes.
And in Vancouver, about 90% listen to the traffic station because. It's a
Is it a mess?
It's a mess.
Yeah, that's good. I like those cities that are a mess being on.
That's right. Yeah,
everyone's trapped in their cars, which is a shame, but that's a good radio city.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm looking at Apple, and you know, we all have our day. RIM has been good. You know, now you got Amazon's coming out with a Kindle. Economically, you know, nobody's paying, you know, going to go with the cheaper brand and so forth. But that's just a fundamental point of view. But I put it on like a 10-year yearly chart. And I fooled around with the monthlies and everything. This looks to me like at some point in time, this thing's coming back to $200.
Yeah, that's easy, right? I can see it at.
Yeah, for sure.
I got it on. Oh, that is it. Yeah, that's the $200. Yeah, it is. You know, folks,
Isn't that something?
This is going to be sick. Okay, what we got to do with this for our producers over there, I want you to take this clip because we'll use this clip probably in about another 6, maybe even a year, Rick. But we're gonna get that clip of yours because you're right. Yeah. You're right, man. There's no doubt.
Well, we got to use that clip you used about 7 or 8 years ago when they're selling gold at the street corners, and we'll give them everything that we have.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. So look at that. If you're watching on Tiger TV right now, folks, when you're looking at it, we're looking at a 10-year Apple chart.
Yeah.
Bottom line is that at $200.36, that's where it's going to go. That's sick, man. And you know what that's going to end up being? That's going to end up being a monster head. That gets even sicker.
Yeah.
And if that's going to be, that's pretty intense, man. Actually, it's really intense.
I remember back in the
there's nothing to hold it up. Because of the way Apple went up too. There's nothing to hold it up. That's what's amazing, actually.
Yeah. So I remember that I was looking at the weekly chart, and this was with Larry back in 2008, 2009. Okay.
Right.
Because we had the markets obviously continued to come crashing down. I was looking for strength in the market.
Right.
Okay. And in fact, on March 6th was when I went ahead and had all kinds of futures contracts on the on Apple,
right?
Because it had come down to this 0.786 area here.
Yes.
And it just held this line.
Right.
It held this line. It tested it during the week of January 23rd of 2009. And now what is so amazing is just simply the strength behind this, because on these Gartley patterns here, normally it just creates a new ABC.
Right.
But obviously this thing here just an absolute rocket
that went
ship.
went the whole alphabet, man.
Oh, it did. That's right.
It was a new school. It was a new school.
That's right.
It was. Well, it's amazing, folks. Now picture it. We got Christmas coming, right? And there's no doubt I'm absolutely one of the biggest Apple givers out there, right?
Yeah.
And so the cycle, now if we go back on the cycle, it's kind of interesting, because if I go back on the cycle, what ended up happening really last year, right, is that everyone, meaning my wife, my children, everyone had as many apples as I could buy. I couldn't buy any more last year.
Sure.
So there really wasn't. I didn't have that. I don't think I got anything Apple last year. I might have run out.
Yeah.
But this year is going to be insane.
Yeah.
Because what has happened is that they got the new iPad out.
Right.
They got they got
right.
the new phones out. You know what I mean? And before this, folks, I didn't even have an iPad or an Apple, and I do love it. But as Rick just said, the iPad really is just a shopping device. I'm using it for real estate. That's what I'm using it for.
Sure.
But it looks to me like it really is. But it's nice that you don't have a heavy computer. You just get something.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting. I think Apple is going to give it up, but I'm going to spend a fortune there this Christmas.
Yeah. Well, hey, look,
it's always nice going into that store, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's still one of the stores you can walk through the malls, and some of the stores are not that busy. You get into that Apple store, and it's just boom.
Hey, when we get back, folks, we're going to talk about the payment on your phone cards, on your phones. First time I saw it was went out in San Francisco this weekend.
Okay, cool.
You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're coming right back.
As Tom says, go long, America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, before December 31st from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but 2 exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, the Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses. Keep money in your community and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you have until December 31st to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Hi folks, Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you, folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the frontofTFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Steve Rhodes as he teaches techniques on technical analysis using pattern recognition, celestial charting, Fibonacci, and other tools, as well as money management while reaching for those trading and investing profits. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes, up next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Yeah, you get a 2-hour day. You get a long
3-hour day. 3-hour day, baby. It's great. Get to exercise.
That's right. 3-hour day. That's right. Hey, folks, that's amazing.
Hey, yesterday was a 3-hour. Yesterday was pretty cool because what we did, because there's not that much going on from a lunar or astro standpoint.
Yes.
And I do my webcast for my clients every other week. Now we pushed back the Thanksgiving one to this week.
Okay.
And so yesterday what we did was we just used it as a interactive training session.
Oh, nice.
So for whatever questions, that they had, and even folks that were listening to the archive version of it, we're able to send some questions in advance.
Right.
So, so it's really great to, be able to do that interactive piece from an educational standpoint.
That's huge, man.
So that was 3 hours yesterday, 4 hours on Monday.
I love it.
So just it's great.
Yeah.
I love doing this because, the cool thing is that, I always talk to folks about creating a vision of what it is that you want to do. And right now, if you Google TFNN, obviously our homepage comes up first, but I've come up like second or third on there. And if you click on that, that goes back to 2006. When at that stage, I say what it is that I wanted to do.
I know.
That how I got connected to you.
That's crazy.
And what I want to do. And the reality is I am living that. So that's why I always tell people, look, I'm doing what I want to do.
Steve,
that's how you love life,
folks. You have to do this. What you want to do? Google TFNN and just put Steve Rhodes. You don't even have to put Steve Rhodes in, I don't think, right?
No, just folks, TFNN.
You're going to absolutely crack up. What happens is this: is that we're at a workshop, and my son Tommy's there, and he had the camera,
That's right. Yeah.
And I said to Tommy, I says, now get I need a couple testimonials, right?
Yeah.
Well, who ends up being the testimonial but you?
I know.
You know what's so crazy? Listen to this. This is crazy. I was looking at that this morning.
Oh, were you?
This morning.
That's great.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That's cool.
Now, folks, you got to know, right? How crazy is that?
Yeah.
That I was actually looking at that this morning. I says, look at this. And when I pulled it up, it was right there, man.
Yeah.
I says that. And I looked at the date.
That's
I looked at the date on it.
Yeah, it goes back to 2006.
I couldn't believe it was that. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
That's 5 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it really is all about, that's how you manifest what it is you want.
Yeah.
You've got to, you've got to be able to create a vision.
825.
I love it. Hey, yeah. Look, I think you're shooting too high.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think you're potentially shooting too high.
We're in San Francisco.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen this, folks. I've heard about these, right? We're at a Starbucks, and it was a pay with your phone swipe, right?
And
it wasn't even a swipe.
An extra device or something?
It's a device. And so it's so cool. So you go up to the counter, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to figure out how to do it on my phone because they had the Google there. And it makes sense because you're right in Silicon Valley.
For sure.
Okay, so it totally makes sense. That's where they're going to be first, right?
Yeah.
So at the Starbucks, you had both cash registers, right?
Yeah.
And it's the cash register in front of you, and then right in front of that, there's a device that is about 3 inches by 4 inches, right?
Okay, yeah.
And all you do is you take your phone and you just tap your phone.
Yeah.
I was watching them do it. They just took it, you tap your phone, it's paid, and you walk away.
That's cool.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be, the people that I watched 3 or 4 different people do it, and it wasn't a big deal. I mean, it was just, tap the phone, put it right back in.
It's part of the cashless society.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
No
doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. But King Dollar's really going up, man. What are they going to do about that?
Hey, look, yesterday was a signal, right, that people want dollars.
Yeah. Oh, if anything,
I mean, if you were going to take anything out of that, it was at
right. It's a big number. The thing that's absolutely amazing, there's no doubt about it, is that country full of mongrels, folks, and you got to love it. You know why? Because we're all from somewhere else, and we'll all get up and work each and every day.
That's right.
You stay right there, folks. Steve's going to be coming right back with you, and then where are we going after that?
Got Larry from 12 to 1, Ken Shreve 3 to 4, and you will take it home 4 to 6.
Beautiful thing. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one.